Saba's sculpture needs to look as good on arrival as it did when it left the workshop. The van can take the temperature down to a very chilly -20 degrees. The only problem is, once the van is switched off, so is the freezer. Just south of the River Thames in London sits New Covent Garden Market. Cosmin and Ludmil work for Icebox, one of Europe's leading ice sculpture specialists. They're about to hit the road with a precious 1-ton cargo bound for Manchester.
You feel the pressure? You feel the pressure?
Cosmin and Ludmil need to ready the van. In a couple of hours, Icebox's latest masterpiece will be leaving the depot. Fitness fanatic Ludmil and his more slender companion Cosmin are all set to load the van.
We need a muscle for the moving the sculpture.
And the brain.
And brain. Some brain. Just
Saba's sculpture needs to look as good on arrival as it did when it left the workshop.
We put already the rubber. We are gonna put some cardboard, some foam, because we have to safe and secure all the edges and everything in the van.
This we use for the sculptures to protect them. We just put under, so it will be like a very nice pillow for the sculpture.
The van can take the temperature down to a very chilly -20 degrees.
14 pieces.
14, that's it, ours.
And to make doubly sure that Saba's sculpture stays frozen, the boys are encasing it in packs of ice. Everything's set, but there's a 200-mile journey ahead, and one thing is preying on Ludmil's mind.
If the cooling system stops working, total disaster. This is total disaster.
The delivery is scheduled for early tomorrow morning, so tonight the boys are booked into a hotel near the venue. The only problem is, once the van is switched off, so is the freezer.
We have two options. The first option is to ask the guys if they let us to use their electricity. And the second option is we have to leave the van running on engine all night. If that happens, someone have to check all the time the van. Is it working? Is it there? Because obviously the key is gonna be on the ignition, so we hope so. The van is gonna be there on the morning. And we are ready to go.
An ice sculpture is bound for Manchester.
Today was really hot, by the way.
Oh yeah.
It's 4 hours stuck in a cab. And for Gym Bunny Ludmil, that's a massive hiccup in his strict exercise regime.
And what, do you exercise?
Basically, I just started to go gym. I was doing home. I was doing like push-ups and some running.
Because it looks like you are doing nothing with those chicken legs.
You can
Chicken
eat,
wings.
You can eat my chicken wings.
KFC. I will start calling you KFC. No,
Wait.
RFC, Romanian fried chicken.
It's 10 p.m. and time to check in at the hotel.
Finally. You alright?
Oh yeah.
Yeah? Cool.
Very good.
But before they can bed down, the van's freezer system needs to be hooked up.
Can we ask you to use one of your electricity system? We need a plug, basically. Yeah?
The lads are in luck. There's a room on the ground floor backing onto the car park.
Come on, Cosmin, move the van, move the van, move the van.
The boys are just hoping that their extension cord will stretch from the van through the window and into the socket.
Come on, come on. Second time.
Pathetic.
If it doesn't, they'll have no option but to leave the engine running all night, taking shifts to guard the van.
The moment of truth, ladies and gentlemen. The moment of truth.
It's a win. It's 6 a.m. and ice sculpture delivery team Cosmin and Ludmil are on the final straight. The boys are destined for the Victoria warehouse on the outskirts of the city.
This is it. This is our warehouse.
Today, the venue is hosting a drinks industry trade show.
We're not meant to be there till 8 o'clock.
All right, 8 o'clock, really?
Yeah.
The boys were expecting to start building their sculpture by 7 at the latest. Looks like they'll have to put their plans on ice.
When we are time pressure, this is not good for the business, because when you are in a rush, you're making mistakes, and mistakes in our business is not good friend.
Eventually, the client arrives.
So we will start with the drainage just from here, from the very end.
And the big bottle build can begin at last.
So now we know where is going to be the sculpture, where all the ice is going. So now we start bringing the ice inside and we start building the sculpture. So simple like that.
It's an hour till doors open, and there's a 14-piece ice puzzle to construct.
We just need to rush a bit, but at the end everything will be fine. So let's go for it.
Thanks to some solid packing back at base, the boys' icy cargo has arrived intact.
How is it?
Very good.
Perfect level. That's a perfect level for us.
It's now a case of unwrapping the blocks and deciphering Sculpture's Saber's instructions.
So this is number 1, it's there, number 2 is here, number 3, 4, 5, 6, then we're building the whole piece together.
Up until now, the boys have only glimpsed the sculpture on paper and bubble wrapped in 14 pieces. This will be the first time they'll see it in all its glory.
So far it's looking good. No broken corners,
No cracks.
no cracks. Ice is nice and soft.
Thankfully, the load on board the van matches the diagram on paper.
We're always cutting the pieces from the back, not from the front, because if we make a scratch, it's going to be from the back and no one will see it.
A 2-metre-high icy vodka bottle with accompanying photo frame has been delivered on time and to spec. There's just a little touching up needed to seal the deal.
A lot of people thinking that this is some magic trick, you know, just we are putting something like a glue to fuse those pieces, but actually it's just a pure water. Nothing else, just the pure water.
The water freezes on contact with the adjoining blocks, and with a little snow,
No.
our ice sculpture delivery team have completed their mission.
Right, the 18, always. Job's done, no cracks, no damages. We are finished with everything, so we can go and have a drink.
We are very happy with this.
Yeah.
Well done, boys. That looks really cool.